The elf was Kunari.
And the dwarf has no beard. I know, it made no sense to me either. Maybe they cut her horns off.
The Kunari are not a race. They are a religion. What I don't understand is why a Kunari agent would try to kill one of her own people. And why involve the champion?
Excellent questions.
I expect answers to match.
I live to please.
You're angry, aren't you? Look on the bright side. The Duke didn't have us killed. That's gotta be worth something, right? Unless he has something worse planned.
Like drowning us in pickle juice? I hope not. I hate pickles.
I'm not so sure the Duke is a pickle sort of man.
Really? I got the opposite impression completely.
I think we're to be tortured by a giant elf in black leather named Maria.
I don't forgive you.
I am sorry. This didn't work out like I'd planned. Obviously.
What was your plan exactly?
The one I expected to find is named Salit, a member of the Ben Hasrath, the Heart of the Many. I was told he's here to sell secrets to the Orlesians, and I came to stop him. I suppose I was misinformed.
So everything you told me was a lie?
Not everything.
So I just missed the part where you're one of the people I drove out of Kirkwall.
You don't need horns to embrace the Qun. What you need is a purpose, a belief in unity, in improving the lot, not only for your own people, but for everyone.
You're right. I can think of many people who would be improved by the loss of a head.
You're joking, but you're also right. That doesn't mean it's the solution for everyone.
So everyone else just loses a foot? Maybe a big toe?
Being Qunari doesn't automatically mean you're a zealot. Most Qunari don't even understand humans, why you act like you do. But I grew up among you. I understand perfectly well.
Wait, aren't you here to kill someone for the Qunari?
I never said I was killing him for the Qunari.
So you're improving his lot? Perhaps repeatedly?
I know it's not easy to understand. After what the Arishok did, I hardly blame you. But just tell me, can you honestly say there's nothing to improve? Nothing to strive for? We believe in striving together. We may stumble, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try.
I'm not arguing about this.
It's who I am. I joined the Ben Hasras because I felt it meant something. Means something.
You sound like you're trying to convince yourself.
It's been a long time since I talked to anyone about it. I suppose it's not really prison cell conversation.
So you came here to stop this elite from betraying your people?
You probably won't believe me, but this isn't a political mission. It's personal.
What do you mean?
Salit was my best Rathari, the one who recruited me into the Ben Hasrath. My tutor. He's the one who saw my potential, convinced me that I could make a difference. It doesn't matter now.
But you said he was selling secrets.
He is. Or at least he intends to. One last act of defiance. I can't let him do that. Not when he'll hurt so many others in the process.
You mean he'll hurt other Qunari?
Not every Qunari is a soldier, you know. There are tens of thousands of farmers, artisans, craftsmen. People who have never hurt anyone. People whose only crime is living. They don't deserve what he's going to do to them. But it's more than my duty to stop Salit. It is my moral obligation.
You mentioned the Heart of the Many before, but you said it was the name of the jewel.
It's also what Ben Hasrath means. Some people say we're enforcers, that keep the Qunari in line, but that's not it. It's hard to explain.
Try.
We're the soul of the Qun. We keep its spirit alive and protect it, from both outside and from within. Not every Qunari agrees, nor do they always do what is best for all. The Ben Hassrath remind us of our common goal.
That sounds like something the Qunari would really like everyone to believe.
It's not always meant to end in violence. There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. I probably don't sound very convincing.
The way you're talking, it sounds like you're one of these Ben Hassrath.
I am, or I was. Whether I ever am again, I guess that remains to be seen.
Is that why you're here? To redeem yourself?
Not to them. Doubt is the path one walks to reach faith. To leave the path is to embrace blindness and abandon hope.
Another Qunari proverb?
She who swallows wisdom in tiny chunks avoids choking.
So did you really involve me just because I had an invitation?
You were the only one on the invitation list who wasn't a personal friend of the Montfort family. And you're also the champion of Kirkwall, and a Ferelden with no reason to love Orlais.
And what was going to happen when all this was over?
I thank you, we go our separate ways.
Really? I wouldn't notice a thing?
Truth? You're not exactly what I was expecting. I've heard a few stories about you. They don't quite do you justice. Perhaps if I'd done my homework, I would have known more about you. Given you the respect you deserve. Nothing I could do about it now.
I suppose the good news is, with all this extra time, I can learn to knit.
Could you make me a sweater?
No.
The first order of business is getting out of here before His Grace decides we would taste good in the soup. Or whatever he has planned. Any ideas?
Oh, I'm sure the others will be along any minute now.
If you'd let me handle that last guard, we'd have found Hawke by now.
Right. You'd be bent over a desk and we'd be no closer than we are now.
Well, I'd be closer to something.
Shut up, whore.
That's it. I'm officially tired of waiting to be rescued.
Why didn't you just do that before?
You said your friends were coming.
Hawke! I should have known you'd be all right.
Why don't we get out of here?
So, back through the castle then?
There's a better way than fighting through the Duke's entire army. I'll show you.
We found your equipment, at least.
Then we should head for the caves. That's the way out I planned to take us through originally. Unless you want to carve your way out through the Duke's army.
We'll see.
So we're going to keep following her. Wonderful.
Just watch yourself, Talus.
It's up to you which way you want to go, Hawke. I'll help you either way.
Maker, save me. I'll die in this place.
That should do
Rusty
it.
bless you.
Please help me, my lady. My eternal thanks. There is my beam!
You are not enough!
I think that constitutes an alarm. Expect a swarm.
And look at the bright side. They'd get stuck trying to squeeze between the walls.
I told you not to take it apart.
What's that to do with the price of beans? It's the curse what got us.
Quit arguing! Some of us are doomed to listen to you go on forever.
Yo! Ho!
What did you call me? Who said that?
Captain! Captain Isabella, sir! Over here!
That statue is talking to me. That statue is talking to me.
It's me, Paisley Pete, crew of the Wicked Dancer. Helped you board that Navaran brig.
I remember your help. I also remember that your Captain Maldine tried to claim all the booty.
Aye, and then Maldine put a curse on us, the scurvy bastard. Only another sea captain can lift it.
And how did 3 stone pirates end up this far inland? Inside a duke's estate?
We borrowed some cargo from Maldine. Thought Prosper could buy the treasure off us. But the curse caught us.
The Duke left us here as a warning to others. Or because it's funny.
How could a sea captain turn you to stone?
The captain's a Maleficar.
He always said he was calling down curses on those who wronged him. But we didn't believe it.
He was a lying, cheating, scurvy bastard. Can't blame us for crossing him.
I don't know Isabella will be much help. She doesn't even have a pirate crew.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Pirate captains are more than a ship, and the dirty cutthroats will sail with them. A real sea captain is a force of nature. Like the sea herself. Like wind and tides.
You hear that, Hawke? I'm a force of nature.
So is plague.
What triggered the curse? And how does a sea captain figure in?
We sort of broke something that wasn't ours so we could divvy it up. And now it needs to be put right.
Only a sea captain can do it, though. Anyone else who tries will end up like us.
You're the one they need. The decision is yours.
They're lying, thieving rat bastards. Pirates. What do you expect? Let's hear them out.
We captured a sloop out of Antiva City, the Majestic. Mostly, she was carrying silks to Olay. But in a strongbox, hidden in the silks, was the Dagger of the Four Winds.
The Dagger of the Four Winds? It's just a legend.
Maker's truth, Captain. It's as real as life.
Pirate treasure always has such dramatic names. Dagger of the Four Winds. Rum of Scurvy Sam. Really?
The drama makes it more fun to steal. Everyone knows that.
Captain Maldine didn't want nobody taking the dagger and jumping ship, so he put a spell on it.
He said any blighter who took it from a rightful captain would turn to stone. But who believes in curses?
We pried the jewels off the hilt to sell them to the Duke. Then the curse caught up with us. Put the dagger back the way it was. And you can set us free.
No promises. Come on, Hawke. Let's look for this mythical dagger.
See? Caves. Just like I said.
A dark, musty cavern. Wow, you sure know where all the good parties are.
How did you know about this?
I stole old plans from the Fourth Blight. This was a retreat, they called it. At any rate, there's an exit that leads out onto the mountainside. That's your way out. Treasure vaults. Wonder what Prosper keeps in here. There is something odd about that painting. What do you think, Hawke?
I've never seen an emerald this perfect before. It's got to be the Jewel of the North Wind. This is the biggest diamond I've ever seen. including one stripper named Diamond. It's got to be the Jewel of the East Wind.
How do we get past the barriers?
Wasn't completely full of shit. This could have been the Dagger of the Four Winds, before they ruined it. One gigantic, flawless ruby. If this isn't the Jewel of the West Wind, I'll eat my boots. A sapphire the size of my eye. This has to be the Jewel of the South Wind. I wonder what it's worth. That's all of it. Those bastards made a mess of the settings, but I can put the gems back in place well enough. Whatever we do now, I am not giving this knife to Paisley Pete. It's much too pretty. I've put the dagger back together. Now what?
Well, you have to,
Give it away. You have to give it away and not get it back. That's the term of the curse.
Let them what steal from rightful captains suffer for their greed. Only by captain's generosity can scabby bastards be freed.
I could be generous without giving up the dagger. There's a lot of kinds of generosity, you know?
I know it's pretty, Isabella, but it is a cursed relic.
It's not cursed for me. That just makes it an ancient relic. And so pretty.
Are you sure about this? You're just going to leave them here forever?
No. Maker, you are such a bad influence on me. I can't leave them like this. Fine. I never want to see it again. You hear that, Maldine? Now turn them back.
We're your men for life, Captain. We swear. Even Jan.
Shut up, Raleigh!
Great. I lost a priceless dagger and gained 3 disloyal thieving sea dogs.
Not a total waste, then.
Done with my hospitality already, are we? Such a shame.
It's not that we don't appreciate the accommodations, but you know how it is.
Alas, it's too soon for my guests to leave. You will miss the main event.
I could live with that.
No, I am afraid you couldn't.
Just let her go, Prosper. It's me you want.
What I want is to ensure you cannot further hinder my plans. Do your job and kill them, Chasin. Is that not why I keep you around?
That is it! Hold them! I'm releasing the pets!
I don't think we're getting out this way now.
We could try bashing our way through.
That's right, Aveline. Just hit it.
Or we could try squeezing your fat ass between the bars.
Ladies?
We'll have to go back down and through the caves I mentioned before. Although I wonder why the Duke's bodyguard ran off like that.
Perhaps he forgot to pee.
I suppose we'll find out soon enough.
What the?
Step in something.
This record. The sketch is rough, but it's my family crest. Not Hendir. Delac, my father's house. Says it was a prisoner's tattoo. He was caught with wounds already suffered, trying to stow away on a caravan. No one recognized the mark or the man, and he died of gangrene in his cell. He carried a hidden purse, but it was empty.
Did we just miss a friend of the family?
By over a decade. This is old, but it's still years after Father and I went to Ferelden. Who would bear our crest after Father's exile? Why? That's all it says. I want another look at those cells. Maybe there's, I don't know, something. There. A mark.
What? That scribble?
On the stone crested with feces? As though intended to ward off any sane human?
Couple of princesses. That's why it's still here. That, and no one was looking. For it.
Don't keep us in suspense.
It's a bottle of smoke. A small, black vial.
Oh, crackers.
There's something inside.
Maybe you should be careful with that.
A paper. And a ring. With the crest.
Don't!
earth of the Maker was that?
Black vial, a phylactery of sorts. Turn up in the strangest places.
Someone just leaves those around?
Demon hunters, apparently. Maybe someone else found out how they do whatever it is they do.
Well, I hope we've all learned a valuable lesson about found glassware. Aveline?
Father never had such a ring. And the paper. It's some spell poetry gibberish. But on the back, death protect this missive. All marks killed. The grand game continues. Beneath Delac, the She of the Red.
Don't look at me. I'm not from here.
Anything on the poetic side of the note that you recognize?
Some free-form drivel about binding, honestly. Does magic need this kind of weak verse?
Regardless, it's odd such a thing would carry a note between conspirators. Not exactly casual security.
You've no idea who the other part is referring to?
None.
Does the hair run in your family?
I wouldn't know. Does Nosy run in yours?
It does sound like this was ordered by someone with your name.
We were years in Ferelden by then, and we lived poor. He left that life behind.
Why? Seems like an important detail.
Orlais has a game. He wouldn't play it. I never cared to ask further.
That's not a very satisfying answer, Aveline.
I know. I'm sorry. It's all I have.
Doesn't sound like you want to hunt this ghost.
Not particularly hard to read, am I? I'll make some inquiries when we're done. But I can't imagine Orlais will leap to the cause. I kind of hope... Well, never mind. First things first.
Got everything from the chateau? The way those rocks look, I don't want to test this path more than once.
That little pest scuffed my boots.
Now we know where the ghasts came from.
We'll have to fight through them. At least they'll slow down the Duke's men as well.
These blighters are all at the bottom of the ocean, and I'm still here. Makes you appreciate life, you know. Oh, better yet, I think I see a treasure map scratched on the back of these. I do like treasure.
That's odd. I could swear there was... Trust me. Talus!
The Circle are not the only ones who know how to break a mage.
If my boss locked me in the dungeon, I'd think about a career change.
I do not fight for him. The Duke is a fool. His enemies a posturing, guileless lot. But you are worth testing. Prosper can fight his own battles, and I shall choose mine.
Shot, too. You didn't think I was leaving, did you? bracing?
I thought you'd left.
Nonsense. I found a way around. I said I'd get you out of here, and I meant it. Let's keep going. The exit can't be much further.
You take care now, Captain. You ever set sail again, Paisley Pete will be waiting.
Where's the grog? I need grog, now.
That should do it.
What?
Lies, betrayal, leading us here to die.
And you thought you could do it so much better?
I would never... Well, yes, I would. But there's only room for one backstabbing rogue in this party, Elf.
I apologize. From now on, that position is all yours.
Good. Just so we're clear.
I wonder if I can have this bound when we return to Kirkwall. Strange. Is that a map on the last page?
A way out. We're almost there.
And there's the way out. See? I told you I had a plan. It was a good plan. The kind that had an escape and everything.
Not a monster lair. That is a good sign.
So you could go. There are, however, other options.
Oh, I suppose there's room for a cot, but where would we put the dinner table?
I know you think I lied to you. Well, I did lie to you, but I'm hoping you can look past that. What Salit is going to do will harm so many innocents, my people as well as yours. It's my duty to stop him. Even so, I can't do it alone. Not anymore.
After everything you've already done, why would I help you again?
Because I've got your nose.
The Kyun taught you that?
If I were following the Kyun, I would actually have your nose. I suppose that doesn't help. If I had my way, you would never have been this involved in the first place.
Explain what's so terrible about Salit's plan.
I can't. Not completely. And yes, I know. That's a hard sell. The information Salit plans to turn over to Orlais won't just hurt Qunari, however. It will harm anyone living in Qunari lands. Even those who fled the Qunari of any race will be condemned to persecution forever.
It couldn't just be a way to convince me to help you again, I suppose.
If only it was. I'm not here on some directive from the Kyun. I came... Salit was declared Tal Vashoth, but they didn't deem intervention worthwhile. I couldn't agree. I had to try.
Doesn't that make you Tal Vashoth as well?
No. The Ben Hasrath didn't order me not to do this, but here I am anyway. I was trying to earn my way back into their good graces. This probably won't help.
Why? What did you do?
It's not easy being an elf in the Kyun. You're not born to it like they are. I've struggled to find that peace, that certainty. I know it's there, I just keep falling short.
Maybe you should take that as a sign?
I used to be like you. I told myself if I never cared about anyone or anything, I could never be hurt. Life would be fun. But it wasn't. There was a hole inside me. Nothing I did ever filled it.
Oh, that's too easy.
Not everything should be easy. Don't you wonder what it would be like? A life with meaning? With purpose?
No, I... never.
Lucky you. What about you? Have you ever been a part of something bigger than just yourself?
I'll tell you when I find it.
The Qunari have a vision of what life should be like. Free from pain and fear and doubt. You see tyranny, and I see caring and interest in the welfare of all. Yes, it could be better, but so could human indifference and cruelty. Or do you disagree?
Saying the Kunari could be better is an understatement.
Maybe. What Salit does won't help. It'll only make things worse.
You don't actually think you can finish your mission?
Alone? Probably not. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't try. Some things are worth dying for.
You know how to argue. But my options are...
Follow or don't. It's pretty much that simple. There are two paths open to us. I hope you really do understand what's at stake. Thank you, Hawke. Thank you. So, this is the retreat. The Grey Wardens built it, I understand.
I'm surprised it's not full of Darkspawn, then.
We're not out of danger yet.
Wait, I'm helping the Kunari recover some priceless artifact. Oh, the irony.
I knew you were a worthless traitor the moment I laid eyes on you.
Baron Arlange. So nice to see you again.
You filthy turnip! You humiliated me!
Persistent. I'll give him that much.
Can't things be easy for once?
Tell the Shah. Like Salit, but for sale. He must be close.
I don't like getting caught up in this, Hawke. Kunari follow their own laws, not ours.
And when have I ever stayed in my place?
Fair point. Can a Kunari be grateful to outsiders? We're just tools. They really aren't like us. Not even her.
Atas Shokra, Ben Hasrath.
Ebala Maras. Bendar Salit Asit.
Satarith Barak. Alat Kufir Abaz.
Atasraval. Pana Hedan. Salit is already here. He's meeting with the Duke at the base of the mountain.
Then we're going the wrong way.
We need to get down there before it's too late.
Let's get this over with, Canary. Before your assassins find us. Already I regret agreeing to spare them.
I have chosen my path. That choice should not...
Bashera! I am here to facilitate your deal with the Empress. Nothing more. Well, names, Your Grace. It's a list of names. What is the meaning of this?
You asked for a weapon. I am providing it.
We expected the formula for black powder, dreadnought plans, a map of Cunandar, anything. This is useless. Your Grace. Champion. I should have known you would turn up.
I have an excellent sense of dramatic timing. And good hair.
Joke while you can. You will not find it funny for long.
Tell us.
I said I would stop you, Salit.
And I said I would slay you if you tried.
If anyone is to do any slaying, it will be me.
Kill them all! You should not! Here, surrenders!
What is yourself with that big turn for you? Take down the Duke as fast as you can.
Come to me!
Get you back up first!
I warned you about the venom. Did I want to find the peace you will make in my home? On your knees, dog! My better search for manners. Did you get a trooper?
Get back!
He likes you!
Stand down! Be restored! I suffer no regret!
I hope you enjoy my tracks, Brandon! Let me give you a bounty, dear friends!
Let's hope this works.
On my command!
Keep away from me! The Empress will hear of this! Orlais will burn Kirkwall to the ground! All of you will die screaming! I swear it!
I would have tried begging for mercy, but that's just me.
You filthy whore!
Thank you for the lovely party. I'll treasure the belt.
Well, I don't think you'll survive that.
Looks like the Duke has fallen from grace.
Atash Varin Kata. If the Duke only knew what he nearly had in his grasp. Thank you. There's no way I could have done this without your help.
What is the scroll?
This is a list of agents throughout Thetis. Kinari, like myself. Many of them have children, family, friends. They're people you wouldn't suspect. Some have even left a Qun behind. But if this list fell into human hands, they, and everyone they know,
would be killed.
The Arcune believes they knew the risks. But what about the innocents? I couldn't let this happen.
Maybe those agents should be discovered.
I believe in the Qun, but I am not doing this to protect the Kinari. The list doesn't distinguish innocent from guilty. It doesn't show the friends, lovers, children who... Nobody should have it.
You didn't mention that Salit was a friend of yours.
He trained me. I suppose, in a way, he saved me. I owed him a better death.
So what now? You aren't just going to leave, are you?
You think I would fit into your merry entourage?
Let's see. Are you possessed, consorting with demons, a pathological liar?
I am none of those things.
Can you run 5 miles carrying a cow over your head?
That's better.
I have 6 toes on my left foot.
Close enough.
Maybe some other time, Hawke. I still have a few things to do, but I am grateful. I want you to know that.
That's what I do. Feed the sick, cure the poor, pat the hungry on the head.
Kill nasty Orlesians.
Are there any other kind?
Oh, before I forget. That was going to be the heart of the many. You'd find a jewel, while I'd go off and find Salit, and be back before anyone was the wiser. I suppose nothing ever goes like we plan, does it? Take care of yourself, Hawke. Maybe we'll meet again, sometime.
Let me guess. You haven't seen Tallis since that day.
A safe assumption, given her nature.
And who is left to appease Orlais after a duke's murder at the hands of the champion of Kirkwall?
Prosper invited it by dealing with Talvashoth, possibly under orders from Empress Celine. Imagine the scandal if that was known.
If you believe a Kunari agent.
Well, that's the difficult part, isn't it? I don't know why Hawke helped Tallis. I suppose the elf did have her nose. Whatever the reason, I doubt it's the last we've seen of her. But what do I know? I just tell stories.